Michigan, Medicine Hat Public School Division and Crescent Heights High School would like to acknowledge that the land we are on today is in the traditional territory of the Blackfoot Confederacy. The people of this Treaty 7 region, signed at Blackfoot Crossing in 1877, consist of 3 First Nations, the Kainai, the Piikani, and Siksika. Treaty 7 region of Southern Alberta also includes the Tsuut'ina and Stoney Nakoda First Nations. We'd like to acknowledge and honor that we are also on the homeland of the Métis people. We would also like to acknowledge the traditional knowledge holders and elders who are still with us today and those who have gone before us. For those of you who I've not met, my name is Curtis Perrin. I'm the band director here at Crescent Heights High School, and behind me is our senior high band for this year. This has been a very busy semester for the senior high band, and we're not done yet, but we'll get to that a little bit later. Much to many of yours, I'm sure, great happiness is you're going to hear very little of me tonight. So that means no complaining about having to play Christmas music and no bad dad jokes and none of that stuff. Instead, you're going to listen to a parade of my students competing with people of similar names and making bald jokes. So, I don't know whether that's a positive trade-off or not, but, you know, we'll see what happens. So, I'm going to turn away, I'm going to turn it over to my students, and we're going to get this thing started.
Good evening, everyone. So, my name is Mary Jensen, and I'm our band's coolest trombone, though also the only trombone.
And my name is Abigail Congolo. I'm a flutist, and I'm also in grade 12.
Okay. And as you should probably know by now, we are a part of the Crescent Heights High School Senior Band Program, and that is why we are on stage right now. Tonight, we're going to kick off with a piece called C'est Noël by French-Canadian composer André Justra.
C'est Noël, translated to It's Christmas, est basé sur les chansons traditionnelles et connues au Canada et aux États-Unis. Des jingles tels que Il est né le divin enfant, Dieu au monde et la nuit sainte peuvent être entendus dans la groupe des bois à la section des cuivres. J'espère que cette pièce peut vraiment apporter l'ambiance et les sentiments de Noël à vous, le public. I hope you all know French, because I'm not translating any of that.
I don't know what you said either, but basically, C'est Noël is a collection of many popular Christmas songs, including Joy to the World, A Holy Night, and Il est né le divin enfant, which I think, with my very limited French knowledge, translates into He is the divine infant. So.
Oh yeah. Anyway, thank you all for coming, and without further ado, here's C'est Noël.
Hey there, my name is Aiden and I am the best tuba player in our band. Our next piece will make you yell, it'll make you scream, it'll chase you in your dreams. They fly, they crawl, they act so smug. You've heard this once, and once again we shall be playing our 4-movement piece, Bugs, composed by David Schaefer. Who's the hottest bug around, in the air or on the ground? Oh, what an incredible sight when a firefly lights up the night. The first movement in this piece is called Fireflies. Our second movement is a very cool guy. He's hip and thin as a rail. He's been known to turn young girls pale. He's been with us since the early days. The ladybugs love Daddy Longlegs. For the beauty of their wings, your eyes glow, your heart sings. They are very shy and not zealous. Our third movement, butterflies, make the other bugs jealous. Disciplined soldiers who know their roles, experts at excavating holes. Moving easily in soil or plants, we will conclude with March of the Ants. If there's one thing about bugs I've learned, it's this. They're even scarier when they're bald. Sorry, Dad. We present Bugs, composed by David Schaefer.
All right, hello tonight's audience. As an advocate for everything fair in this band between love and war, I'd like it on the record that I am the cooler Georgia of this band. All right, now that that's on the record, I'm the cool Georgia, I'm in grade 12, I played flute, blah, 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 blah. All right, so this next piece we are playing tonight is called First Noel by Jeff Simmons. The piece itself is mainly composed of the traditional English carol, The First Noel, but there is a sweet twist. In the middle, bits of the melody from Pachelbel's Canon in D is weaved throughout the woodwind. Now, I'd also like to note that if you misheard me right now and are very confused, that is Pachelbel with a P. Not name dropping, but apparently someone earlier thought I was saying Taco Bell. Canon in D was unfortunately not written by the taco franchise. Anyways, this lovely mix creates an uplifting and cozy mood as if you were drinking hot cocoa and riding through the snow with Pachelbel himself. We hope you enjoy as we take you along this cozy old English sleigh ride.
Hi, I'm the cool Caitlin, and I play oboe. I'm also a grade 10 student.
Hello everyone, I'm Robbie. I'm the coolest berry sax player in the band. I'm also a grade 10.
Now, just a little heads up, this introduction is going to be a bit longer than most, so sorry, but you're going to have to deal with it.
The composer of this upcoming piece is Randall Standridge, or as we all know and love him, Randy Sandy. Our dear Randy brings light to some particular experiences that many queer individuals may relate to, including myself. He was the gay, artsy kid that never quite fit in at his rural high school, and he was bullied for it mercilessly. Our sweet Randy states, little by little, I learned to hate myself. It has taken me many years into my adult life to unlearn that lesson and get back around to loving myself.
As of now, this piece is one of 6 works in the Unbroken Project, which is a musical initiative about mental health. This piece takes themes from another one of Standridge's works entitled Affirmation. However, instead of a celebration, it turns the theme into a lullaby of comfort. He describes it as a gentle song that whispers back across the years to my younger self. It's going to be okay.
While I can't give you a play-by-play of everything you're going to hear, I can say that near the end of the piece, you'll hear what Standridge describes as a defiant heartbeat. That heartbeat grows to a climax before resolving to a gentle message of hope. We also can share that message that Standridge wants listeners to take away from this piece.
Bullying happens to our youth, bullying happens to our adults, and it is not okay. So to all the band geeks, choir kids, the arts kids, the children of color, the LGBTQ+ youth, the abused and forgotten, the misunderstood, and the people walking around with the weight of too many years of self-loathing chained to their legs, please try this from me. Say something positive about yourself every single day. Be your own best cheerleader. Learn to say something positive about those around you. Say it over and over again until you believe it, from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet. And to little Randall, hey buddy, things are going to be okay.
The very first day we looked at this piece, Mr. Perrin told us that on every copy of the music and its score, the same message from Standridge is written at the top. Dear conductor and performer, every day when you sit down to work on this piece, promise me that you will do this one thing. Please say something positive about yourself and this ensemble. You are important, you are worthy, and you're enough. Peace, love, and music, Randy Sandy.
So take a moment today before we begin and say something positive about yourself and the people around you. You are loved, you are perfect, you are not alone. No matter what anyone says, you are enough.
Even if you're bald.
We hope you enjoy the next piece, Me by Randy Sandy.
Okay, you have to hear from me for a little bit. No, we're going to go a whole concert without it. I have to say a few thank yous before we carry on with the next piece. First of all, I have to give a big thank you to Candace Davis and to the rest of the parents that are helping out with our band parent committee, helping us coordinate fundraisers, helping me book stuff for trips. There is no way that I would be able to do everything that I do and run the program and the activities that I do without the support of an active band parent committee. So to them and to everyone involved in that, thank you very much for everything you do to help this band succeed. Thank you. I have to thank Jennifer Davies, who is the drama teacher here at Crescent Heights High School. She maintains this fantastic performance space that we get to use. And I am the envy of many of my colleagues for having a space like this in-house that I get to use whenever I need it, whether we're practicing, whether it's Rotary Festival, whether it's a concert. She's always helping us out, getting the stage ready. And so I'm always eternally grateful to her for helping and being my partner in the fine arts here at Crescent Heights. And tickets for Mean Girls are on sale right now at the Crescent Heights High School website. Many of the people that you're seeing on stage, you are going to see involved in that Mean Girls production. So that runs the first 2 weeks in February, and we'd love to see you out for that. And finally, a thank you goes out to the administration of Crescent Heights High School and School District 76. You're going to hear me say this a lot. I've seen the examples of there, but by the grace of God go I. When we were in the Maritimes on our band trip last year, I saw what happens when instrumental music programs aren't supported through crisis. And watching, prominent high school bands go down to, playing hot cross buns in grade 10 because they didn't have the same support that I had. So I'm incredibly grateful to administration for all the support that they've given me to keep the band program running and to keep the fine arts at Crescent Heights High School a big part of our school culture. So I'm incredibly grateful for that. So thank you very much.
My name is Bradley Schmeltz, and I'm in grade 12, but you can call me the Little Drummer Boy. Our next piece is a song I'm sure we all know well. Carol of the Drum, otherwise known as The Little Drummer Boy, is a song that was originally written in 1941 by American composer Catherine Kennicott Davis. The song was about a poor young boy who was summoned to the birth of Jesus by 3 wise men. The boy who did not bear a gift for the young Jesus instead played this drum. Whether you consider yourself religious or not, we can all agree that this song still remains a classic among popular Christmas carols. And with all that said, this is the concert band arrangement of Carol of the Drum, arranged by John Higgins.
Before we play our last piece, my last thank you has to go out to the young musicians behind me. I mentioned before that this has been the busiest semester that I've ever attempted since I took over at Crescent Heights High School 10 years ago. We have already had one concert that we shared with the Medicine Hat Concert Band back in October. We have the good fortune of playing for you fine people here this evening. Then, next week on Friday afternoon, we are going to be welcoming grade 5 and 6 students from Vincent Massey and Connaught to come and listen to the band perform to help drum up some enthusiasm for band. And then, the week after that, we are going to be traveling to Dr. Ken Sauer, to Webster Niblock, and to River Heights to perform for the rest of our feeder schools. Again, just to bring some Christmas spirit and to drum up the band. So you would think, oh, we're 2 weeks away from Christmas break, but they have 4 concerts after this between now and Christmas break. And honestly, I am incredibly proud of the work that they have done. I've only ever done one October concert, and then to turn around in a month and a bit and throw new music into the mix, I am just thrilled with the work that they've done this semester. I'm incredibly proud of the work that they've done. So please give them another round of applause. And I'm going to do one last shameless plug. If you're just sitting here thinking, gosh, I wish I could have more band music in my life. Well, I would encourage you to go visit tix.ca, and the Medicine Hat Concert Band Society is having their December concert next Saturday on December 16th at the Esplanade. There are a couple of people on stage here who are playing in those bands. And if you've been to a community band concert in the last year, you know you can always expect me to do something ridiculous at these things. So you never know what you might find out. So if you need more holiday band music, you can come check us out on December 16th. And with that in mind, here's our final number.
Hi, I'm the cooler Georgia. And I'm the cooler Caitlin. And we're introducing the final song for the concert. This piece is called Terracotta Warriors, composed by Scott Watson. We played this piece back in October, but we all liked it so much we wanted to do it again, but with a recorder this time. This piece is inspired by the spirit army of over 6,000 clay statues created for the tomb of the first emperor of China. The armed sculptures were placed in the emperor's tomb along with terracotta horses and chariots to protect the emperor in the afterlife. This piece tells a story. The beginning is meant to symbolize a folk chant, summoning the army to come to life and protect the emperor. Scott Watson used musical representation to imitate the sounds of the marching and weapons of the warriors throughout the piece. We hope you enjoy the song and have a good night.
we'll see you again soon. Good night. Okay. So, take care of your own street, take care of your feet first. No leaving this building until everything that belongs to the chamber is back in the way. Next one. The chair is saying that I suggest here are things to decide about the thing. Yeah, take care of your chairs, yeah, back to the head where they go right up the hallway and call that. Oh, don't worry. I'm the one who's
Yeah.
How you doing? But now you're not much. Hello. Awesome. Good. I'll take it. Sounds good. Yeah. Okay. I will do that. Thank you. Thank you all. This is my pleasure. How are you? Okay, yes, I'm gonna go shut off the light.